Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Salutations, crustaceans. I'm Lobster, and this is the Reverend Thundergun. And it is just one heck of a bass here. So I am a big fan of Reverend guitars and basses because they have a very interesting approach to the instrument. They are all about giving each instrument the best they can. There's no tiers of Reverend for basses, at least I don't really know anything about their guitars, but there's no tiers of instruments. There's no like, hey, here's the beginner one, and then here's the good one. All of them, everything is maxed out, and these are fabulous instruments. This is one of the basses I bought when I returned that Fender American Professional Classic Mustang bass with the misaligned bridge. And this thing has a perfectly aligned bridge, so we're keeping the trend going here. But let's talk a bit about the Reverend Thundergun and what it brings to the table and what Reverend's philosophy is along the way. So let's start off with the materials and the body of the bass. We have a Carina body. This is a very lightweight wood, and it's finished in a gorgeous transparent red here. Just a beautiful finish. Reverend is known for their finishes and their variety of finishes, though the finishes switch up essentially every year. So every finish is essentially like a limited run for a year for the most part. I haven't really looked too much into that, but from what I can tell, every year is like a different set of finishes, and they're all really cool. This one definitely caught my eye, and I am very excited to share it with you all today. So let's talk about their design aesthetic a little bit. Reverend has a very Art Deco design, and they keep very true to their design language throughout their entire model lineup. And that's something that you don't see too often with many bass manufacturers. You see a lot of companies doing Fender-shaped objects and then having their own thing, and then maybe some little experimental thing. Reverend's design language is so consistent throughout their entire model lineup. One other thing that's consistent is the quality of the electronics and the quality of the hardware. We have a Sung Eel bridge down here at the bridge, and this allows for both string through body or string through bridge. This is the same style bridge that we see in some FGN basses. A really nice bridge. And for electronics, we have Reverend in-house pickups. The neck position is a split brick pickup. It's a Music Man style housing, but it is a split coil pickup that is in the reverse P configuration. A very nice touch. And then at the bridge, we have Reverend's thick brick pickup, which is a more traditional styled Music Man pickup with 8 pole pieces. This is paired to a master volume control, a master tone control, and a blend control. I also like the contrasting knobs, where you have the volume and tone as one style, and then the blend as a completely different style, so you always know which control you're using. And then moving on to the neck, this is where things get quite interesting. This is a set neck instrument. It's 34-inch scale with a 21 fret neck, and it's a 5-piece Carina and mahogany neck with a rosewood fingerboard. We have blocks and binding throughout the neck, black side markers, and an overall just very cool aesthetic here. And then moving up to the headstock, this is Reverend's signature headstock that we see in most of their basses, and some of their guitars as well. They're styled like this. And we have Hipshot tuners up here that are featured in all of their basses. Hipshot ultralight tuners, a nice style bridge with string through body or string through the bridge, great electronics, and a really nice construction throughout. This bass is definitely a winner. I am absolutely pleased with the quality of this Reverend here. And then moving on to the back of the instrument really quick. We have a good sized control cavity, and we have these string ferrules allowing us to string through the body. Other than that, there is no neck plate because this is a set neck instrument, meaning that the neck is glued in place. Similar style to that of like some Gibsons. However, this is not a Gibson, and this is built much better in my opinion. We can also see the transparent finish on the back of the neck here with this 5-piece Carina and mahogany neck. And then up at the headstock, we can see the Hipshot ultralight tuners. These basses are built in South Korea, I believe by Mir Music, and they are just really nice in terms of the build quality, the attention to detail. I'm very impressed. Now, how much does our Reverend Thundergun weigh? This particular example comes in at 7.5 pounds. This bass is so lightweight. That makes this a very gig-friendly bass. It's not going to weigh down on your shoulder over time. It's very lightweight, especially for a full-size instrument with a full-size set of tuners here and a high-mass bridge. Very impressive. But as we all know, weight really doesn't matter if a bass does not balance well, and these basses balance perfectly. Nothing. Woo, I almost knocked it over. I can like do something over here and the bass isn't going to fall over. Well, not really, you know what I mean. And with the strap, it's even better. You really don't have to worry about necktie with these basses. They're very well balanced. And how much does our Reverend Thundergun cost? These basses come in at $11.99, $1,200. And that does not include a case, unfortunately, so that's one thing I have to knock this bass for. Otherwise, I mean, this thing is pretty perfect. This is priced right in line with some Fender Player Series basses, and in regards to value, I would say that the Reverend offers a lot more for your buck. But anyways, I can talk more about that at the end of the video. Let's go ahead and play our Reverend Thundergun. Oh yeah, this is a very fun bass to play. The neck profile is super comfortable, the neck finish is very smooth and easy to navigate, and the fretboard with its 12-inch radius makes it a very flat fingerboard relative to like some vintage instruments, and in my opinion is just very easy to play as well. And the fretwork is absolutely stellar. I have the action slammed and it sounds great. Let's move on to our neck pickup here. This is our split brick. and it is definitely not a shit brick. Oh, I am so funny. I should not include that. Swearing. Swearing's bad. Oh my god, I am funny. So here is our split brick neck pickup with the tone all the way open. Oh yeah. I could really play this thing all day. It's super fun. Let's take our tone down all the way now. So these pickups are generally very aggressive sounding pickups. However, our tone control is very effective at taming that aggression and making this thing a bit more old school sounding. So here's what the neck pickup sounds like with the tone all the way down. And let's take the tone control to about 50%, so right in the middle there. Oh yeah. So that is our neck pickup here, and while we have it at 50% tone, let's grab our pick and just play it a little bit. And let's just open up our tone control for fun. Oh yeah. Yeah. Good tone, good tone. Let's go ahead and move over to our bridge pickup here. This is our thick brick, and it's thick as a brick. Aqualung. I'm so dumb. Yeah, this is our thick brick pickup, more of a traditional style Music Man pickup. I believe it's a ceramic pickup, and it just sounds fabulous as well. It's not in the traditional Music Man position, it's more towards the bridge, so it's not gonna have 100% of a Music Man tone, but it actually sounds quite close enough. Here's what our bridge pickup sounds like with the tone all the way open. But yes, this is a fabulous sounding bridge pickup here. Definitely has that Music Man sizzle, but almost like a mix between like a Music Man and a jazz bass because of the positioning. Just sounds spectacular. One other thing to note about these pickups and just the setup of this bass in general, you can touch the pole pieces, there's not even an ounce of buzz anywhere. These things are grounded properly. I'm pretty sure that these basses are shielded as well, so they're just superbly built instruments. I'm just so impressed. So now let's take the tone control all the way down on our bridge pickup here, the thick brick. That's a little bit too dark of a tone for me, so let's just bring that over to about 50% and hear what that sounds like with our thick brick bridge pickup. Oh, this thing is ridiculous. This thing is just so well built, and the fact that it's so perfectly balanced, you can just like, do other things and then just like go back to playing it, and you don't have to worry about this going everywhere. I would say that this is also like a perfect instrument for any sort of gig where like you need to like stay still. So if you're like in a pit orchestra or something like that where you're in close quarters and you don't need a bass going all over the place, definitely look at these Reverends because they are quite good and they sit in the mix deliciously. Let's move over to the center position of our blend control, open up our tone once more, and hear what that sounds like with both pickups engaged. And let's take our tone control down once more and hear what that sounds like. So the tone's all the way down, both pickups engaged. Oh yeah. Let's do some slappy slap stuff now. I'm going to leave the blend control centered for now. I'm going to open our tone control all the way. Screw 50%, we're keeping it open. And here's what this sounds like with both pickups engaged. And let's move over to our neck pickup, because that's going to sound fabulous flat. And of course, we can't forget about our bridge pickup here. Let's move the blend over to our bridge, tone all the way open. Here's what this sounds like with a little bit of slap. Okay, I think it is time we move on to our final thoughts on the Reverend Thundergun here. I'm just gonna go ahead and let go. Oh look, it's not doing anything! So this is just a fabulous instrument. Absolutely amazing. For the $1,200, it definitely holds its own. And if you are looking for a high quality, musician-focused, like gig-focused, passive instrument, Reverend should definitely be on your radar. High quality hardware, great construction. They have bolt-on and set neck instruments that are just superbly built. A nice array of finishes, though they are somewhat limited both in availability and in variety. However, the finishes that they do make are usually quite nice, and I just really enjoy, like, they do neat colors and they take risks with their finishes, and that leads to some really beautiful instruments. However, then you end up kind of wanting a particular finish and you really have to go on the hunt for one of them. And you don't really see a lot of Reverend basses on the used market relative to, I don't know, other basses, because they're just really well built. They're super lightweight with the carina. Utilizing carina like this, where most other manufacturers are all about, like, you know, alder or ash and maple, it shows that Reverend is a resourceful organization. The fact that they keep their design language very consistent shows that they're, you know, product focused, and they're not just looking to follow trends. They're looking to make a statement, and they absolutely have with the Thundergun here. Oh, that was good. I'm so smart. And one other thing to note is if you're looking at these pickups and thinking, I kind of want some of my own, Reverend does sell their pickups separately on their website, so you could definitely snag one of these, like, reverse P pickups and put it in a Stingray. But I don't really know anybody who's into Stingray mods, do you? We're definitely not going to do that. Definitely not. But what else is there to say about these Reverend basses? They're just superbly crafted out of Korea. Nice finish options. I love this transparent red. Beautifully balanced, very lightweight, big sound, a nice variety of sounds with these two pickups. You have a nice P sound that's very aggressive, but you can kind of tame it. You have a nice Stingray style sound, and then with both pickups together, you have a very, it's not like a jazz bass sound, but you have like a jazz bass vibe. Different, trust me. So you get a nice variety of tones out of this. It's a passive instrument, so you never have to deal with batteries. And I just think that these are fabulous basses. So that will do it for my review on the Reverend Thundergun. Big thank you to me for buying this. This is not a sponsored video. Reverend did not send this to me. I bought this, and it is yummy. Let me know what you think about the Reverend Thundergun down in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, until we groove again.